Hello and welcome back to English Slow and Simple. I am your host.
And I am joining you today as your co-host. It is great to be here.
Today we are going to answer a question that feels like a race. Everyone wants to know the answer to this.
Yes, the question is, I need to learn English fast. What is the absolute best way to do it?
Maybe you have a job interview in 3 months. Maybe you are moving to a new country. Or maybe you are just impatient.
Whatever the reason, you feel the pressure of time. You don't have years, you only have months.
So today, we will give you the Speed Learners Protocol. These are the methods used by polyglots, people who learn many languages, to learn very quickly.
But warning, this is not easy. Speed requires intensity.
Intensity, that is a strong word. It means doing something with great energy or strength.
Exactly. If you want to learn fast, you cannot be casual. You have to be intense. So let's start with step 1, total immersion at home.
We talked about immersion before, but how do you do this if you are not traveling?
You have to change your digital environment.
Your digital environment? You mean my phone and computer?
Yes. Right now, take your phone, go to settings, change the language to English.
That is a scary first step. What if I can't find my messages?
That is the point. You will be forced to learn words like settings, display, notifications. You will learn by necessity.
Okay, so phone is in English, computer is in English. What else?
Your entertainment. If you want to learn fast, you must stop watching TV in your native language. 0.
0? That is strict.
Remember, we are talking about speed. If you want to be fast, you have to make sacrifices. Watch Netflix in English, listen to news in English, even if you only understand 50%.
So, step 1 is to surround yourself with the language. What is step 2?
Step 2 is to speak from day 1.
But how can I speak if I don't know any words?
You don't need many words. You need to train your mouth. We use a technique called shadowing.
Shadowing. We mentioned this in a previous episode. Can you remind us how it works?
You listen to a sentence, then you repeat it immediately. You try to copy the speed, the emotion, and the melody.
It's like acting. You are pretending to be a native speaker.
Exactly. Do this for 20 minutes every day. Your mouth muscles need to get strong. If you wait until you are ready to speak, you will wait forever.
I like that. Speak before you are ready. Now, step 3. What about vocabulary? How do we learn thousands of words quickly?
You need to use spaced repetition.
Spaced repetition. That sounds scientific.
It is very scientific. It is based on how the human brain forgets.
How does it work?
Imagine you learn a new word today. If you don't review it, you will forget it tomorrow. But if you review it tomorrow, you will remember it for 3 days.
And if I review it in 3 days?
You will remember it for a week, and then for a month. You review the word just before you forget it.
That sounds complicated to calculate. Do I need a calendar?
No, you use an app. Apps like Anki or Memrise do the math for you. They show you the difficult words more often and the easy words less often.
So instead of reading a long list of words, you use smart flashcards.
Exactly. It is the most efficient way to memorize vocabulary. You don't waste time reviewing words you already know.
Okay, so we have immersion, shadowing, and spaced repetition. Is there a step 4?
Yes. Step 4 is to focus on phrases, not rules.
Phrases, not rules. You mean don't study grammar books?
If you have limited time, grammar books are too slow. You spend hours learning the rule for the present perfect continuous, but you still can't say hello.
That is true. Students get stuck analyzing the language instead of using it.
Instead, learn chunks. Learn useful phrases like I would like to or can you help me with.
Memorize the whole phrase as one sound.
Yes, it's like a tool in your pocket. You can pull it out and use it immediately. You can figure out the grammar rules later when you are already fluent.
This method sounds very aggressive.
It is aggressive, but remember, the goal is speed. You are hacking the learning process.
Is there a danger in learning this fast? Can you burn out?
Yes, absolutely. Burnout is real.
Burnout is when you are so tired and stressed that you just quit.
To avoid burnout, you need to have fun. Do not just study textbooks. Read a comic book, listen to a funny podcast, watch a cooking show.
So keep the content interesting. If you are bored, your brain will shut down.
Exactly. Your brain learns best when it is happy and interested.
I have one final question. What about mistakes? If I learn fast, I will make many mistakes.
Yes, you will, and you must celebrate your mistakes.
Celebrate them? That sounds counterintuitive.
Because a mistake means you tried. A mistake means you stepped out of your comfort zone. The person who makes 100 mistakes a day learns faster than the person who makes 0 mistakes.
Because the person with 0 mistakes probably said nothing at all.
Precisely. So go out there and make messy, terrible sentences. That's the sound of learning.
This is very motivating. Let's review the key vocabulary from today's speed guide.
Good idea. We started with intensity.
Intensity is the quality of having strong energy or force, working hard.
Then we talked about spaced repetition.
Spaced repetition is a learning technique where you review information at increasing intervals of time.
We mentioned burnout.
Burnout is a state of physical or mental collapse caused by overwork or stress.
And finally, counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive means contrary to what common sense would expect, something that feels wrong but is actually right.
Thank you for listening to this guide. If you are in a rush to learn English, start these steps today.
Change your phone language right now.
Yes, do it now. Thank you, everyone.
See you next time on English Slow and Simple. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello and welcome back to English Slow and Simple. I am your host.
And I am joining you today as your co-host. It is wonderful to be back with you.
Today we are talking about speed. Everybody wants to be fast. We live in a fast world.
That is true. Students often tell me I speak too slowly. I sound like a robot. I want to sound like a native speaker.
So the question for today is, how can you increase your speaking speed without losing clarity? How can you be fast but still be understood?
It is a great question, but first we need to correct a misunderstanding. Speaking fast does not mean rushing.
Can you explain the difference?
Rushing is when you speak due to anxiety. You talk fast because you're nervous. You stumble over your words. That is not fluency. That is panic.
I see. So we don't want panic, we want flow.
Exactly. We want smooth, connected speech. The secret to speaking fast is not moving your mouth faster. It is about connecting words.
Connecting words. In linguistics, we call this linking.
Yes, linking is the #1 secret of native speakers. In many languages, you pronounce each word separately, like bricks on a wall.
But in English, we don't do that. We melt the words together, like water.
Let me give you an example. Speaker 1, please say this phrase clearly. Pick it up.
Pick it up. 3 separate words.
Now, say it like a native speaker.
Pick it up.
Do you hear that? It sounds like one word. Pick it up. The K sound at the end of pick moves to the I sound in it.
So if you try to say pick it up, you will always be slow. Your mouth has to stop 3 times.
Exactly. If you want to speak fast, you must stop stopping. You have to learn to link the end of one word to the beginning of the next word.
That is secret number 1, linking. What is secret number 2?
Secret number 2 is contractions.
Contractions are when we shorten 2 words into one, like do not becomes don't.
Yes, native speakers use contractions all the time. If you say I cannot go, you sound formal and slow. If you say I can't go, you are faster.
And there are informal contractions too. We call them reductions.
These are very important for speed. For example, Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna.
Some teachers say this is bad English. Is it bad English?
It is bad for writing an academic essay, but for speaking, it is perfectly normal. Even the president uses reductions when speaking casually.
So if you say, I am going to go to the store, it takes 3 seconds. But if you say, I'm gonna go to the store, it takes 1 second. You just saved 2 seconds. That is how you get fast.
Okay, so we have linking and contractions. What is the third element of speed?
The third element is rhythm. English is a stress-timed language.
This is a bit technical. What does stress-timed mean?
It means that some words are long and loud, and other words are short and quiet.
Which words are loud?
The important words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, the words that carry the meaning.
And which words are quiet?
The grammar words, prepositions like to, of, at, articles like the, helper verbs.
So to speak fast, you don't speed up everything. You only speed up the unimportant words.
Exactly. You glide over the small words. Listen to this sentence. I went to the park.
I hear stress on went and park.
Correct. The words to and the are very fast. I went to the park. If you pronounce every word with equal strength, you will sound like a machine, and you will be slow.
So speed comes from shrinking the grammar words.
Yes, we use a special sound for this. It is called the schwa.
The schwa. It is the lazy sound.
Yes, the word to becomes ta. The word for becomes fur. This lazy sound allows you to move quickly to the next big word.
That is fascinating. So being lazy actually helps you speak faster.
In English, yes, your mouth should be relaxed. If you are tense, you will be slow.
We have discussed the physical mechanics, but is there a mental barrier to speed?
Absolutely. The biggest barrier is translation.
Translating in your head.
Yes, if you hear English, translate it to your native language, think of an answer, translate it back to English, and then speak, you will always be slow.
That process takes too much time. The computer in your brain is working too hard.
You must learn to think in English.
That is easier said than done. How do you start thinking in English?
You start small. Look around the room right now. Name objects in English. Table, microphone, light. Do not let your native language enter your mind.
And then you build up to sentences.
Yes, narrate your life. I am walking to the door. I am opening the door. By doing this, you remove the translation step, and your speed will double.
So to summarize, we have physical tips and mental tips.
Physically, link your words, use contractions, and use the rhythm of the language.
And mentally, stop translating. Think directly in English.
I have one final exercise for our listeners who want to practice speed.
What is it?
Tongue twisters.
Oh, I love tongue twisters. They are difficult phrases that are hard to say.
Yes, like she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore. That is hard.
Practicing tongue twisters is like going to the gym for your tongue. It trains your muscles to move fast and accurately.
Do you recommend recording yourself?
Always. Record yourself reading a paragraph. Then listen to it. Then read it again, but try to be 1 second faster. Then do it again.
Push yourself to the limit.
Exactly. You have to push the speed to feel comfortable with it.
Before we finish, let's review the vocabulary from today's episode.
Good idea. We talked about linking.
Linking is connecting the end of one word to the beginning of the next word.
We talked about contractions.
Contractions are shortened forms of words like don't or I'm.
We discussed rhythm.
Rhythm is the musical pattern of the language using stress and timing.
And finally, the schwa.
The schwa is the relaxed, unstressed vowel sound like that allows for speed.
I hope this helps you speed up your English. But remember, clarity is more important than speed.
Yes, it is better to be slow and understood than fast and confusing.
But with practice, you can be both fast and clear.
Thank you for listening to English Slow and Simple.
See you next time.
Goodbye.